flooding, tornadoes. When severe weather strikes, our weather team works for you, keeping you safe in Tornado Alley. Presented by Epic Roofing.
Good evening. I'm Two Works for You, Chief Meteorologist Mike Collier. Over the next half hour, I'll share with you my complete spring forecast and my prediction for how active this storm season will be. We're helping you prepare for severe weather from the team you count on every day.
Two Works for You has the team and the technology to warn you of dangerous weather. Viper 4D radar, the newest and most advanced radar system in Oklahoma, with tornado tracker and debris detector.
And this is why we're bringing you Viper 4D.
Real-time data giving you early warning ahead of the storm. In the air and on the ground, we're working to keep you safe and informed before, during, and after severe weather. The A-Best Roofing Storm Chaser, an Oklahoma-sized truck filled with high-tech gear, a weather center on wheels, and the Sky 2 drone. Your eye in the sky for breaking news and weather. The team and the technology working for you this storm season.
A great team in the studio is made even better by experienced and dedicated storm chasers out in the field. Meteorologist Clint Boone introduces us to the team that's ready to respond when severe weather threatens.
Our experienced team of storm chasers travel green country to show you what a storm is doing under the radar beam. They are the eyes and ears during a severe weather event to keep you safe when storms threaten. When a tornado is bearing down, we depend on the Two Works for You storm chasers to provide a valuable first-hand look at storms.
Love the weather. Love the opportunity to be able to provide information back to the station so people know what's going on, give a little bit of ground truth to the broadcast crew.
At our recent spring weather briefing, chasers shared how their fascination with weather began.
The Tulsa tornado, December 5th, 1975. I was like a 5-year-old kid, and I've been interested in weather ever since.
I got bit at an early age. My father was a meteorologist in the Air Force, and we went out chased our first tornado back in 1980.
Chaser Kevin Tillotson's interest in public safety began several years ago as a police officer.
As a police officer, you're there during some of the scariest moments for people, and you're able to help them through that. So being a storm chaser is a lot like that.
Each chaser respects the weather and understands what they do can be a dangerous job.
It is dangerous, but it's really rewarding.
I just love the weather. Yeah. I love storms. I love watching them, start from an infant all the way up to, just a massive storm, and just being able to help people, be alert of what's coming. It's special.
With years of experience to keep you safe, chasers complete the picture of what a storm is doing.
Early on, I was an adrenaline junkie. I think we all are until, and then eventually you end up seeing the bad things that these storms cause, and then a switch flips in your head, and it becomes more about public safety and keeping your friends and family safe and keeping the people of green country informed of what's headed their way.
Meteorologist Clint Boone, Two Works for You.
When severe weather threatens, it's important to get storm alerts wherever you'll be. Here are the best ways to get weather warnings. On the internet, you can follow Two Works for You or the National Weather Service on social media and bookmark the warning website. On your phone, activate the emergency alerts in your settings or download a weather app that wakes you up if a warning is issued overnight. NOAA Weather Radio notifies you the moment a warning is issued in your county. However, don't count on outdoor sirens. They're not designed to warn you indoors.
As the weather starts to turn this spring, it's important to understand the difference between a watch and a warning. Now, a watch means that conditions are favorable for hazardous weather to occur. And another way to remember this is that a watch means you need to watch out for this hazardous weather and be ready to act. Now, a warning means that dangerous weather is already occurring and that those in the path of the storm need to take cover because dangerous weather is occurring at that time. Meteorologist Kirsten Lang, Two Works for You.
If you're in your vehicle, you can still hear the latest Two Works for You forecast on the go and our live extended storm coverage. We've partnered with Tulsa's iHeart radio stations, including 92.1 The Beat, 97.5 KMOD, and 106.1 The Twister, to simulcast Two Works for You when a tornado warning is issued for Tulsa County. And what better place to talk about office safety when a tornado is coming than 106.1 The Twister.
Number 1 for new country, 106.1 The Twister.
Man.
Hey, Carla.
Hey,
good to see you.
How are you?
Doing well. Good to see you
Oh,
today.
man, yeah, nice to see you, too. I was hoping you'd stop by. Spring is coming. We
Sure.
already had a couple thunderstorms.
Exactly, and got to prepare for severe weather safety. Now, let's talk about, as far as our partnership is concerned, tornado warnings issued for Tulsa. What does iHeartRadio do?
Well, as soon as we have a tornado warning that's issued for Tulsa County, we all flip to you. It is all you. We take all the music off the air because as much as we love new country music,
Right. Yeah.
it's not as important to hear the newest country song as it is to know exactly what's happening weather-wise. So all of the radio stations here at iHeart flip to simulcast Channel 2.
Today I'm going to walk you through some of the great places to be during a tornado if you're in an office building in general.
All right, well, teach me. Where do we
All
go?
right, let's go.
So if I wanted to watch the storm,
Right.
this is where I would be because, I mean, you've got a great view.
So unfortunately with the tornado, it's carrying a lot of debris. All right, so one thing is the windows will crash in. We saw that with the Remington building just right down the street.
Yeah.
So the windows will pour in.
Yeah, there's
Also,
no protection under this desk, is there?
Right, within that tornado, I mean, there's knives, there's screws, there's all sorts of plyboard.
Oh, great. Okay.
all very-
Not coming in this room.
No, you definitely know this is the worst place to be. So let's
All right.
move away from the windows like we tell everyone.
Good idea.
So the hallway is not a bad option. It really isn't. Is it the best option? No, it's not. The stairwell is the best option.
But there's no windows.
That's true. However, what you have is the tunnel effect. So if the windows on the opposite side of this floor sucked out, and then you have the floors on the windows on the other side, the wind is going to become tunneling through here, and it's going to begin to lift the debris and throw it at you. So
Great.
if you do not have time to get to the actual stairwell, here's what you need to do. You need to get as low as possible, and you
Okay.
need to cover yourself and keep yourself as low as possible as well.
So like when you were a kid in school.
Exactly.
Okay, here we are at the front door. So this is what we should have done a long time ago. As soon as you said take shelter.
Exactly.
We should have been coming out here.
Tornado warning's issued, then let's go out towards the stairwell.
Oh, okay. I already see where this could be better. There are no windows.
You would think that this would be the ideal place to be.
Yeah.
It's really not because as we look here, this is 5B. And what we want to do is to be at 1A, as low as humanly possible. And that way we're low, we're covered, we're in the stairwell, we're in the middle part of the building, we're away from outside walls or windows.
Right.
And we're safe. Hey, it's Houston. He's here waiting for us. Houston, how's it going, buddy?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
I was wondering when you guys would show up.
Oh man, you are so much smarter than me.
See, Houston always wants to be number one. Now, he's right on this one. Be at the lowest level, get to the first floor, stairwell. Not only that, because if there's a tornado that hits and there's a lot of debris, there's an easy access to the ground to get out and hopefully be safe.
This is where we should be. The minute you say take cover, we should be right here.
Exactly. Be like Houston, be number one, be on the first floor, and you're good to go. Coming up.
During a tornado warning, if you're in the car driving, your first instinct may be to park underneath an overpass and seek shelter. That is probably the most dangerous decision you can make.
Plus, hail on the highway.
They're shutting down the Kilpatrick now. We can't even get through.
A warning from the Oklahoma Highway Patrol the next time you seek shelter from the storm. And the essential items you need in your severe weather safety kit.
This tornado weather special is brought to you by Epic Roofing.
Looking for the most epic roof in town? Our new steel roofing technology allows us to protect your home for up to 100 years, no matter what Oklahoma throws at it. Wind, hail, rain, hail yeah. Now check this out. Before epic, after epic. Before, after. Ugly, sexy, hell yeah.
At Sutherlands Furniture Gallery, we know that home is where life happens.
Create a comfortable living space with timeless pieces from Magnolia Home. Tell a story in your own home with furniture, rugs, and home decor, carefully selected and designed by Joanna Gaines. Visit Sutherland's Furniture Gallery today to recreate Joanna's easygoing Magnolia Home style in your own home. Comfort, style, value. Sutherland's Furniture Gallery.
The best part about being a family business is we have fun doing what we love.
Sometimes with a brother-sister competition, but what we do best is work together with our team to provide the best car buying experience you've ever had.
And that means giving you the best price every time. During our spring clearance, get $12,000 off MSRP on the brand new body style 2019 Silverado, or get a brand new Cruze for just $14,999 or $149 a month. Come experience why we're the highest rated Chevrolet dealer. Jim Glover Chevrolet, I-44 in the Arkansas River.
Mathis Brothers has some great values for your living room that you don't want to miss. Check out this special purchase leather sofa in limited quantities from Lazy Boy. Made to sell for twice this much. While they last at Mathis Brothers, they're just $10.84. Here's another example. This comfortable, heavily padded sofa in thick top grain leather is just $10.72. We have hundreds of in-stock sofas at everyday low prices, but don't miss these great deals while they last, only at Mathis Brothers.
Tornadoes in Oklahoma can be devastating, and after a tornado, people realize how important getting a shelter is to protect you and your family. At Survivor Shelters, we offer many ways to protect you and your family when you need it the most. From concrete and steel to adding a shelter in your existing garage. You can check all of this out at the showroom in Claremore. We offer financing and lease-to-own options all over Oklahoma. Just give us a call.
Welcome back to Tornado Alley, a Two Works For You weather special. We're working to keep you safe during severe weather.
During a tornado warning, if you're in the car driving, your first instinct may be to park underneath an overpass and seek shelter. That is probably the most dangerous decision you can make. Now, I've crawled up inside of this overpass to show you it's not a safe place to take shelter during a tornado. You would have the tornado coming right overhead, switching up directions, and the speed would really increase in throughout this smaller space. There's also nothing really to hang on to, and so your body could be tossed around with all of this concrete. And projectiles would be coming through as well, maybe knocked over trees, so really not a safe place to be under this overpass. Obviously, the best place to seek shelter is inside a sturdy structure, but if you're out on the road and you don't have that option, the best bet is to get down low in a ditch and cover your head to protect yourself. Mike, probably the #1 safety tip is to never try to outrun a tornado. The winds are just so strong outside of the funnel area. I'm meteorologist Brandon Woolley, Two Works For You. Mike, back over to you.
Thank you, Brandon. And there's another reason why parking under a bridge or overpass is incredibly dangerous. Last month, severe storms highlighted this dangerous problem. Drivers clogging the roadways, parking under overpasses. Storm chasers captured the dangerous situation here along the Kilpatrick Turnpike in Oklahoma City.
Look at this crap. I know, they're shutting down the Kilpatrick now. We can't even get through.
The Oklahoma Highway Patrol makes it crystal clear this is illegal and a really bad idea.
If you get 20 vehicles that are going to try to cram in under an overpass, first of all, that's not going to prevent a tornado from getting to your vehicle anyways. It's not worth it. It's not worth it what it could do for everybody else out here on the road.
Well, we're going to talk about that hail formation that occurs in some strong to possibly severe storms here in Green Country. What happens is when these storms roll through, you have an updraft and a downdraft inside that thunderstorm. Now, raindrops get carried into the cold parts of the atmosphere as they continue to make their way on up, and then they freeze into small hailstones. At that point, then they get caught within that updraft and downdraft, and they'll continue to go up and down there inside the storm cloud and through that, they continue to grow by colliding with those super cooled water droplets there that are inside the cloud. And once it's gone through enough, then they become a little heavy, and at that point, we'll watch for those hailstones rather, to drop down through the storm, and of course, then we see them on the ground. Now, there are several sizes, and we'll talk about that a lot, of hailstones that pop up here across green country. You'll have the non-severe size. Now, that contains pea size there, which is about 1/2 of an inch in diameter. Then you have dime to penny size, which is 3/4 of an inch. Non-severe also a nickel size. So you'll hear us talk about that. That's 7/8 of an inch. Then once you start getting into that inch criteria, you get quarter, ping pong, golf ball, tennis ball, baseball size, which is almost at 3 inches in diameter. Some of the largest hail that has been seen, softball size hail, and that comes in at 4 inches in diameter. Meteorologist Kirsten Lang.
I'm here with Chris Jensen from Epic Roofing and Construction, and today we're going to talk about ways to spot hail damage on your house. And so, Chris, just looking at this house that's behind us, you said that there is hail damage on this house, but how can we tell from this angle?
It's very difficult to know. One of the things, obviously, a storm hits, there's several things you can do. One of the things is your gutters on your house can have impacts, your screens, your AC vents. We've seen it even where in the ground, your lawn can actually have impacts from the hail. Those are things that would signal you need to get someone else to take a look, or someone out to look at the roof.
And I mean, you wouldn't recommend, homeowners doing it themselves. You'd want to get a professional out to look. And so how do you kind of find the right person to do that? Because, I'm sure everybody has a bad contractor story. They've hired somebody who didn't finish the work or didn't do it, adequately. So how do you suggest finding the right person to come up there and take a look at it?
Well, first of all, you want to make sure they're licensed. The CIB shows they're licensed. But in addition to that, you want to make sure they're very well vetted. So, it's very telling online with reviews from Google and or Facebook, Angie's List, places like this where you can tell. I mean, we were in the Tulsa World for top 3 roofing companies in Tulsa. Those are ways to vet not just that they're licensed, but that they're doing the right things and you can trust those people.
So any last minute advice, for homeowners, who might have just recently, suffered from a hailstorm or even a bad thunderstorm in general falls in their house, what's your advice to homeowners for that?
Man, I would get on it as soon as possible. And the reason I say that is you don't want any more damage to be incurred. You may think, hey, there's not a leak in my house. That doesn't mean there won't eventually be a leak. It means that, that it could happen at any point in time. And so a year from now, that damage could show up from the damage on the roof. And that's why it's important to get someone out as soon as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of folks ready for this severe weather season here, but definitely just one more thing to let folks know what they can do if they do suffer, from hail damage or something. Get a professional out there and definitely take a look at it. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Chris, for taking time out today.
All right, we are here at 41st and Peoria at the Westlake Ace Hardware, where Corey's joining us from Ace Hardware to help us out, get prepared for the storm shelter season. One thing we need to be prepared for as we clean out those storm shelters, especially underground ones, is the potential for snakes. Tell us what you have to help keep those snakes away.
Snake Away Granule. It works by odor. Smell starts to fade. You will just reapply it around the perimeter of the room you want to keep the snakes out of.
All right, get 15 of those for me. Definitely going to need that. What are some of the other items, to get our storm shelter prepared for this severe weather season?
We've got a document fire safe. It withstands fire up to 30 minutes. You've got a battery-operated clock radio, replacement batteries, work gloves, because if you have to pick anything up, you need gloves. Battery-operated flashlight, power pack for your phone, small first aid kit, and a hand crank radio if you don't want to rely on batteries, and a tub to put everything in.
Right, we all want to put this together, keep it stored, and keep it safe and dry. And this hand crank weather radio, that's really cool too, because it does have our radio partners, our iHeart radio partners, that you can listen to us during severe weather if power does go out. And the most important thing too is to have water for you. If your power's out, you can keep that all in central together. So this is all available at Ace. You can get it all at one stop, right?
Yes, everything that you see here is available for purchase.
All right, and one thing is always to have is a helmet. Put that in there with you, put it on, and also shoes if you're to take shelter in a storm shelter, above ground, underground, whichever you might do. You'll need the helmet, you'll need the shoes to help keep yourself safe. Still ahead, my exclusive spring forecast. But first, staying safe from one of the most deadly parts of severe weather.
There's a couple of important safety tips to remember whenever it comes to lightning.
This tornado weather special is brought to you by Epic Roofing.
Looking for the most epic roof in town? Our new steel roofing technology allows us to protect your home for up to 100 years, no matter what Oklahoma throws at it. Wind, hail, rain, hail yeah. Now check this out. Before epic, after epic. Before, after. Ugly, sexy, hell yeah.
At Sutherlands Furniture Gallery, we know that home is where life happens. Create a comfortable living space with timeless pieces from Magnolia Home. Tell a story in your own home with furniture, rugs, and home decor, carefully selected and designed by Joanna Gaines. Visit Sutherland's Furniture Gallery today to recreate Joanna's easygoing Magnolia Home style in your own home. Comfort, style, value. Sutherland's Furniture Gallery.
I just want to say thank you for making this the best experience. They helped me pick out exactly what I wanted, and they treated me like a person instead of just another number.
Our customers are our top priority, and we're committed to providing the best price every time. During the spring sales event, take home a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for only $18,999 or just $199 a month. Jim Glover Dodge, Oklahoma's highest rated Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer, Highway 169 and 106th Street North in Owasso, or shop online at jimgloverdodge.com.
At Mathis Brothers, you'll find the largest selection of dining rooms at the lowest prices every day. Like this square pub table with 4 bar stools from Ashley for just $575. Or this versatile 5-piece dining set. With solid wood construction, it's an incredible value at just $389. With dozens of dining sets to choose from, all under one roof, they're ready to take home today. Or you can schedule same-day delivery. So what are you waiting for? Revamp your dining room for less, only at Mathis Brothers.
This dealership is absolutely amazing. From start to finish, we were treated like family. When you walk in the front door, they tell you, make yourselves at home, and they mean it.
Choose from over 800 vehicles. We have hundreds of amazing one-owner, low-mile trade-ins like this beautiful Land Rover Discovery, or this 18 BMW X5, or this LTZ Tahoe. And don't miss this Ford F-150 or Chevy Traverse. Take your pick, just $12,988. Jim Glover Chevrolet, I-44 in the Arkansas River.
Welcome back. Why only a small number of storms become strong enough to produce damaging wind, hail, and tornadoes, it's lightning that makes every thunderstorm a potential killer. Meteorologist Kirsten Lang has the facts about one of nature's deadliest storm events.
A couple of important safety tips to remember when it comes to lightning. You may see that thunderstorm off in the distance. However, lightning, it can easily travel miles away from the storm. So, as we typically say, when thunder roars, go indoors. So when you start to hear that thunder rumbling, make sure you make your way inside. A couple of other things too, whenever those lightning strikes are coming down, those electrical currents can easily travel through two things, water and also metal. So stay away from water, wet items, metal objects such as fences or poles. A couple of important tips for you there. Also avoid open fields, the top of hills, ridges, trees, and other tall objects, as those typically do get hit by lightning as well. Lightning tends to strike the tallest object in any open space. And last thing too is that when lightning does start to strike outside, it is very hot. Lightning is actually hotter than the surface of the sun. So as we said before, when you hear thunder roaring, make sure you make your way indoors. I'm meteorologist Kirsten Lang.
Thanks, Kirsten. After the break, my spring extended forecast, the weather you can expect over the next 90 days.
This tornado weather special is brought to you by Epic Roofing.
Looking for the most epic roof in town? Our new steel roofing technology allows us to protect your home for up to 100 years, no matter what Oklahoma throws at it. Wind, hail, rain, hail yeah. Now check this out. Before epic, after epic. Before, after. Ugly, sexy. Hell yeah.
At Sutherlands Furniture Gallery, we know that home is where life happens. Create a comfortable living space with timeless pieces from Magnolia Home. Tell a story in your own home with furniture, rugs, and home decor, carefully selected and designed by Joanna Gaines. Visit Sutherland's Furniture Gallery today to recreate Joanna's easygoing Magnolia Home style in your own home. Comfort, style, value. Sutherland's Furniture Gallery.
I had the absolute best experience at Jim Glover in Owasso. The atmosphere was the total opposite of anything I have ever experienced at a car dealership.
Our goal is to provide you the best prices, the best selection, and the best customer service every day. Like this Hyundai Santa Fe Sport or this 2018 Nissan Versa SV, your choice for only $11,995. Or check out this Jeep Compass or Ford Focus, your choice only $99.95 or zero down and as low as $149 a month. Only at Jim Glover Dodge or JimGloverDodge.com.
Ashley Home Store's Spring Home Event starts right now. Hurry in and save up to 25% or get 0% interest for 72 months. Hurry in because savings are in full bloom at the Spring Home Event, going on now for a limited time. Only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store, Ashley Home Store. This is home. Visit us at our 2 locations in Tulsa, in Owasso, Norman, or in Oklahoma City.
Tornadoes in Oklahoma can be devastating. And after a tornado, people realize how important getting a shelter is to protect you and your family. At Survivor Shelters, we offer many ways to protect you and your family when you need it the most. From concrete and steel to adding a shelter in your existing garage. You can check all of this out at the showroom in Claremore. We offer financing and lease-to-own options all over Oklahoma. Just give us a call.
Welcome back to Two Works for You's special Tornado Alley as we track the potential for severe weather over the next couple of months. Last year was really quiet across much of the United States. This year, we've already seen increased activity, and we expect that to continue in the Central Plains. But first, we need the setup to occur for severe weather to outbreak across the region. So what goes all into the potential for severe weather? Well, we need the Gulf moisture transporting it north from the south with strong south winds. We didn't see a lot of that last year. We didn't see the warm, moist, unstable air move across the Central Plains. I think this year we're going to see a little more increased activity with storm systems very strong approaching from the west and pushing to the northeast, interacting with warm, moist, unstable air, and a dry line out to the west of us will slide into our area, increasing the risk for severe weather across the central United States, including the state of Oklahoma. So I'm targeting this area in the Central Plains for increased tornadic activity for the next several months. So this is what we're going to be watching as we go through April and May into early June. As far as the temperature outlook is concerned, below normal conditions out to the west with increased storm activity and above normal temperatures in the Great Lakes, while here in Oklahoma, we're expecting normal temperatures. As far as the tornado potential is concerned, last year, 0 tornadoes in the month across the state of Oklahoma. I'm predicting 11, so increased activity expected for this month. As we head towards May, last year we saw an uptick where we saw about 23 tornadoes. I'm expecting the same for the month of May here in the state of Oklahoma, around 22 tornadoes expected. June should be a little more active than we saw last year as we saw the heat build in rather quickly. Not the case this year. I'm expecting 6 tornadoes in the state of Oklahoma during the month of June. When you live in Tornado Alley, severe weather is a fact of life, and you should always be ready to act if your area is under a warning. So be sure to download the all-new Two Works for You Severe Weather Guide. This free guide is available for download on any device. Keep it with you to remind yourself how to protect yourself and your family. You can download it right now on KJRH.com and the Two Works for You app. Remember, you can always count on Two Works for You to bring you the most complete, accurate, and dependable coverage during severe weather. Our mission is to keep you safe and informed when storms rumble in Tornado Alley. Thanks for watching Two Works for You.